Alright then. It's your old mate Yorkie here. Alright then. Keep forgetting that bit. It's your old mate Yorkie here. Once again, welcoming you back to Tales Over Coffee. We start the day together with a cup of coffee. Cheers. And a narrative game of some kind. In this case, it's the action narrative, the action RPG, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Let's go.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Right, so let's see what we've got next. I'm not doing the knights, that's level 34. Apparently the max level is about 100. I thought we were getting close done. I guess we're a long, long way away. That's about headed to Skellige. I'm not doing that yet. There's none of them to do right now. A bunch of them still here. Odd. Okay. A black pearl. I'm not sure where Bjorn is, actually. Follow the thread. That's not... Cabaret? Oh, yeah, that's Novigrad. Borrow a prop sword from Madame Irina. Let's go on that one. Come on. What's that? Okay. It looks like I need to repair my steel sword. Fair enough. That's armorer's kit. Whoops. Now, you... I don't want that. Come on. Alright, up we go.
Rain again. Damn mages.
All onlookers, all riders. The venerable...
Blame the mages, they're all gone. You might want to blame the church, maybe.
I've heard of you.
Hey!
Try this way. Turn around.
Oof, I've worked up quite the appetite.
Have you? Well, I'm not a snack for the eating of.
Ah, so good to see you.
I need a prop.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Helps if you look at the
Yes,
keys before you press the
though
jockey.
he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once.
Nose itches.
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
I need a prop.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voilà.
I have no
Thanks.
idea what he
I'll
wants,
try
to be
not to
honest.
damage it. So long.
Don't touch me.
Oh, sure.
You know the Ballad of Wanda, who spawned in Nilfgaard?
Right, go to Dandelion. See what the fool wants.
No rain, working the coffees.
What's the rush?
Back we're over here. After dusk. Alright, so give it till about what? 8 o'clock maybe? Hey, Tello, welcome back.
Ah, finally made it. Listen.
Hope you're
here's
doing
the
okay
plan.
this morning.
Sophronia
Or-
loves
If
adventure-filled
it's Italian
romance
afternoon, I
novels.
think it is now.
I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Yeah, I'm not playing this nonsense.
Dandelion, this is not gonna work.
It will. You'll see. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
I guess we're gonna have to go through with this nonsense, huh?
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
Crimson Avenger. Okay,
No,
let's go with this
not
charade.
the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
I mean, Crimson!
I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
Okay, that was the most absolute nonsense I've seen. Wow,
Child's fallen ill. Another sleepless night.
They're letting in vagrants from Vellum.
that was impressively cringeworthy.
What can I do?
And I embrace it fully. Right, let's... Well, it is morning, so hopefully...
Oh, you don't mean to.
Got my eye on you, white one.
Have you?
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
My wife's mum's an old succubus. Drains my will to live.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time.
Black ones, Redania, giving me nothing but as long as they pay.
Well,
Don't know how to give, you can't receive.
maybe I'm expecting...
To give, you got to.
Maybe I need to give it till 9 or 10. Oh, hang on. It's 8 PM, it says in the morning. There you go. I am not with Gwent, I'm afraid to tell you. It's, see, I play half an hour to an hour, maybe more of Magic the Gathering a day, so that's my card game.
To meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Why are you asking me?
Why are you asking me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor, but that he'd let us know just as soon as we arrive. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Dandelion's doing this for you, you decide.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
I associate boudoirs with a feminine elegance that also has an edge. Claws, you might say. That fits a cabaret perfectly.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Oh well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
It looks like
Since
it.
Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now.
It could be.
Keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Well, he seems to do now.
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
You needn't mock.
I'm not. I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals.
Uh-oh.
I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
How about she's gotten
Anything's
into trouble?
possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
I don't want to make it clear to tell that I'm not saying Gwent is not a good game. I did try it, it looked like it could be a good game, but I already focus on one card game, Magic the Gathering. I've no interest in picking up another one for the sake of playing through a role-playing game. So, for other people, yeah. So good. It looks like it'd be a fantastic game. And I can see why it's a lot of people's favourite part. It's just not for me.
Temple Guard let even you into the city.
Hey, free boy. What do I got?
I serve the eternal fire.
Fall upon your knees before the eternal fire.
Be sly.
Dandelion?
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me.
What? Have you tried to flirt with her?
Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
Yeah, you weren't there.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've got to help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
Oh god, he's a nice guy TM, isn't he?
Stand back. I'll break
Or
the
he's
door
acting
down.
like one just now.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key.
I can get that. A lot of people whose first language is English struggle with the cards. That includes me sometimes. Some of them are really complex.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working.
It can also
together
be expensive.
yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers. I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
Find the key.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Never tried Yu-Gi-Oh!
Now,
Again, it's one of them things
find
like,
anything?
I already have one. I tried Hearthstone briefly. That wasn't for me.
Not here. The key.
I've also tried a couple of others in the past. There's a World War II one called, I think it's Cards with a K. I tried briefly. Seemed okay, but you're not really getting many people playing it at all.
Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
If anyone knows.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels.
You might want to start with it's not a brothel.
Polly's not going
It's not going to be
anywhere.
screwing people.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My
Questionable.
very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you.
And give the guy... Well, I mean, he's his wife, so he should always get
Never
free
expected
tickets.
that to go so
Then he
well.
can see she ain't flirting.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation,
No.
as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
Yeah, you
So,
mentioned coin.
Time to head back.
I've still got to stop by Rotlegs. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotleck and what were these
Who's
placards?
Rodlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening
I can
performance.
respect that.
Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll get them.
I'll go see Rotlick.
You
Head
sort
back
that
to
crap out.
Rosemary. Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
I just said
No,
so, you deaf
said that for the
bugger.
hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
But yeah, on that point you made about magic cards and not being able to understand them, I know what you mean about understanding the language itself. But some of the rules get so complex and sometimes conflict with each other. They end up releasing errata, you know, corrections, modifications, whatever. Because Magic the Gathering is that complex.
Save me.
And every now and then they bring out new mechanics as well, which have also to be adapted into the game.
Hey, Whitey. Why'd your hair go white?
So yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Sometimes I've wondered if it's not for me, but I do keep going back to it.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
I'm not going to let you steal from
You're
him.
not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred!
Oh, you're idiots.
Shit.
Told them they were idiots, they didn't listen.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
I told you you're not stealing.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Guess we gotta go to the bloody Bagel Bud Estate with the racers. I'm gonna avoid that.
I tell you, this city will devour itself.
What's this tripe now, Frank?
It's not tripe, it's wisdom.
Oh!
Got my eye on you, white one.
Last chance to surrender unorthodox books.
Hear ye, hear ye!
So, how do you go with this healer?
Nothing to it.
Nothing about
See what I do.
when suddenly up he pops and
You see what I do.
What was it happened to Folters again?
Hard finding work here, you know, with the eternal fire burning and all that. Any magic
Let's
ones?
go.
Sadistic to change their name now.
Holy Godhead.
From now on, assume your every move's observed.
Got that.
Oh, all the way over there. So we need Bagel Bud residence. That's
You don't
fine.
know.
Miracle on 4 hooves! Look at that horse barrel.
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coin for the rider's fee and a steed of your own, why not? Decide quickly, please. There's a race about to begin.
Alright, I guess I'm doing it. Here's my entrance fee.
I'm on this.
Grand, your name and the name of your steed.
Geralt of Rivia, on Roach.
Excellent. Your opponent, let me see. Seamus Holt astride Athos.
Competitors, saddle up! On 3! 1, 2, 3! Off you go!
Off we go indeed. Sharp turn.
Final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over.
Oh. I thought we had to do another
Not
lap or
bad.
something.
Yet we shouldn't kid ourselves. The competition was hardly stiff. Shall I sign you up for another?
Maybe later. We got a superior saddle,
Captured and displayed.
but that's not what I'm after really. Where's oh, Cabaret? There it is. There we are.
Show of a circus. Well, it could be quite profitable.
I think he's downstairs.
A new rider pulls into the
Seems
lead.
you're a considerable sum in the red. You're right. But you shan't make your pilot's death.
Oh yeah.
Rotlick.
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Yeah, they kind of left.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Who's Count Louverton?
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
Okay. What's there to worry about?
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
I've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all
Yeah,
time.
that sounds like a bad gamble. Here's your debt.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Yeah,
Let's
I want to
just
get this
say I
over
like
with.
to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Right. Return to Dandelion. There's the horse. And on we go. Back to Dandelion. This cabaret thing on the way. Because, you know, life is a cabaret, my friends. Come to the cabaret. think I got that tune all kinds of wrong. Mind you, I couldn't carry a tune if you gave me a bucket.
Oh, little Romeo, no doubt.
Behave, Witcher.
From now
I
on,
always behave.
assume your every move.
I mean, usually badly, but I behave. It is behaviour.
Waste of words.
Oh!
There's a city centre and find dandelion. Good old lion's tooth.
Look awfully suspicious to me.
Wish my man was brave as you.
Wait, I went the wrong way. Somewhere. Need to go this way. Okay.
Sleeping Beauty.
You're a crossbreed, is that it? Thus the white hair?
How do you mean? What do you think I've been bred with?
She casts no spells. On my honor.
An elf's honour worth less than a man.
Killer prowls the
going?
city, but you're not scared, are you?
Jan, grand opening tonight.
A performance by the
We start in G major.
Oh, yeah.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Don't you like it? But I thought a boudoir would be right in line with your tastes.
Oh, you chose it. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, just different. Not exactly what I'd envisaged. Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. A boudoir's the perfect setting for a cabaret. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rodlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Not the Rosemary and Thyme anymore?
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb.
Right, it's amazing, missing
Chameleon's
parsley
a
and
lot
sage
better for
too.
a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
What about choreography?
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't, but Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers.
Why would you say knickers?
Audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
When's the grand opening?
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
All right.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
No thanks.
Thanks, but I'm not really in the mood.
Have it your way. I, on the other hand, will drink.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
Fraser Rashton, I'm not going to lie.
He said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Nope.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't?
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
A changed man, apparently.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true.
Level
A woman's
19.
vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla!
What? Speak, man.
She's badly hurt. Been attacked. They took her to Volmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Well, I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable.
Why? What's happened? Oh
Beg
dear.
your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus.
Why?
Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Why?
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind. and
Someone
not
trying to ruin
its
her
first.
career.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week, a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor.
Yeah, of course.
Find the bastard who did this.
Of course.
Find him. And kill him.
Yeah, before he goes on a killing spree.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise
Makes
him.
sense.
Not unlike a tumor.
Putting yourself in danger.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help.
Oh, I can pause it good. I didn't think I could.
But I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morning Star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Fair enough. Can I get into the morgue?
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
Fair enough.
Sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
I'm always ready. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Roll, you bugger, roll! Shit, she's got me trapped. Well, that sucked. Need a bit of healing.
Come on.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal. It's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet.
Absolutely.
Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Why? Oh, the will to live, you mean? I was going to say, what does he know about healing voices that are damaged mechanically? As in wrecking the body, as opposed to just needing training.
Take the ladder.
Armor.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastoria. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Human. Wrong body type. Looks like necrophages got to this one. Let's keep looking.
There's some stuff we can pick up here. And here. Upstairs. I think that's a human.
Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
Okay. Next cell over.
That's gotta be him.
But this one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep a dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head.
Going out,
Hair
I guess.
smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Let's look at his head.
Notice
that
anything
already.
else?
But I think I missed something here. Eye sockets.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
That's sick.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it
Ow.
happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
Larynx been cut.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
So he was a torturer. I mean, we got that anyway, but he's trying to keep him alive to suffer more.
Let's
He
examine
or
his
she.
torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an
Maybe.
accident in the workplace.
The chest
Let's
wound.
examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out. Wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander?
See what's going on now.
Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Okay, abdomen.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
So you're trying to preserve them? Why light? No. This is weird. What's the purpose?
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
The legs.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a
Graveyard
different
humor.
sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, the last one is intriguing. Genitals. Is it a sexual assault?
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
You never know. We'll see. I don't think
We'll
it'd be
see.
there if it wasn't a
Pull
reason.
down his trousers and... Shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
That could be. Right, I know enough, I guess.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
I haven't come to a conclusion yet. It looks like it was ritual, though.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid. All
And then
centering
an
on
attempt to
warmth,
preserve.
heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Take it you two know each other?
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Yeah, that's not much of a compliment, to be honest. Woodcarver's body, where was it found?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirance was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes.
Reverend,
Gentlemen,
so
follow
he's
me.
part of the
You shall
church, I
leave
assume?
Via another route.
Yeah. I couldn't be more
Why do you
pissed
cover
off at
for
the
us?
Holy Flame
I was
before I came
covering
into
my
this,
own
so...
arse.
Just
If
feel the
Reverend
same.
Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang.
Oh, he may not
So,
hang,
should
he'll
I
be
learn
dead.
anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Who is Nathaniel?
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He
Hemmelfart.
deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
Although it's interesting, the word fart in English is a really bad word, but in some languages really isn't. I believe fart control in Denmark is speed cameras, speed control, etc. signs.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Oh, hey, Justice. Sorry, I've been focused here. I decide when I've heard enough.
I decide when we're done with the subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. but I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Right, well, I normally try and go an hour and a half to 2 hours on each of the 3 streams I do a day. Unfortunately, my wife really needs me, and as I've mentioned on channel before, my wife has some disabilities. When she needs me, she needs me. Therefore, I'm going to have to split. I should have a Baldur's Gate 3 stream this afternoon, and a stream of the idiot run I'm doing on Detroit Become Human tonight. In the meantime, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a blessed day. See you around.